And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, and of course, co-leader of the team, still unboomable. Let me just pull them up. There they are. And of course, our real-life leader is Miss Boom Bitch Angie, and of course, our other co-leaders are, a bunch of variety of awesome people: Bronze, Ben, Bort, Nick, Don. Awesome people, all kind of awesome people all over the team. But this video is going to be dedicated to one awesome person in particular, and it is who? We are talking about Don today. I've been trying to do this video for feels like a week, and it's other things keep coming up. There was a meeting, not yesterday, but the night before, of all the leaders of the team, and we're talking about some stuff, and we're going to be announcing some stuff very, very, very soon. I'm working on that, but it's like every time I get close to doing this video about Don, something comes up, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. I want to crash it. I want this video to be done, because damn it, it deserves to be made, because Don is that awesome of a dude. So we're going to look at that. All right, so for those who don't know, Don is a Kansas City Chief fan. Not that that matters, but it's important to me to know that he roots for the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are in second place. They're in third place in their division right now. But it's in the AFC West, things can happen, and the Chiefs are as well positioned to take control of that division over the next couple of weeks as any team. So I really anticipate that they're going to do something well with that. But anyway, but Don himself, for those who don't know, and I've mentioned in videos, Don is a paraplegic, a quadriplegic, I believe the correct term is. And the other day, Don posted some videos for us at our request of just showing us how he manages, because there's no such thing as one version of paralysis. There's all kind of different, everybody has their own particular unique deals to deal with, and this is how Don has to deal with his. So let's look at this. So that's Don. He's the man. I've got the video, the volume kind of down. What he's basically saying is he sucks at narrating. That's what he said. I could rewind it and prove it to you, but that's what he said. But he's just showing us how he gets in and out of his car into the driver's seat. That's like a little electric button that he can kind of pull, what am I saying? He can hit the buttons to bring the chair up and over to him, so he can then kind of scoot over. Man, Don, you, sir, have a rough road to hoe. There's no doubt about that. But, we can see from whoever's running this camera and your beautiful daughter in the background and just the way that you talk about your family, we know that you have a really solid support structure. He was in an auto accident. That's what happened. That's how he lost his back. I loved his joke. I'm going to steal Don's joke. He said, "Taking naps are great, except when you're behind the wheel." So don't do that. Don't sleep behind the wheel. But man, somehow he's taking a really rotten situation that a lot of us would have plenty of reason just to say fuck it and give up on life in general, and he said no. He's a family man. He's got to take care of his people. He's got to do what he's got to do, and if that means he has to be strong for them, then that's what he does. So fantastic. Outstanding. Then he's going to do a little twist around. Spectacular. We're going to go ahead and get out of that one. Here's another video. This is kind of more highlighting the handlebars around the steering wheel itself. I can't get it on full screen, just the nature of Facebook video, but he's got these little handles. He just kind of puts his wrist in between there, and then it's got a handle that he doesn't grab, because he can't grab. He can only place his palm and then use kind of leverage. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back. But that was awesome. It was wow, Don, that was fantastic seeing that. seeing, how you deal with, those issues of, common deals of getting into the car and driving and all of that stuff. But what we really want to see, Mr. Larson, is we want to see, how do you boom? So take us home, Don. So as you can see, he has the pad kind of sitting there on his leg, and the wheelchair itself has a little bit of a something kind of poking out, so he balances it between the chair and his leg. He does not have use of his fingers in either hand. So for example, when he holds something, he can't grab it, he can press his palms against it and hold it that way, and and if he can have his fingers under it as more of a balance, and they're not holding it, just kind of a support. So that's kind of how he's had to adjust. I love that back knuckle flip right there. You see that where he was wanting to like click his troops or click one of his gunboat options. He kind of flip to a back knuckle. I mean, he can do it with his thumb just as easy, but it's like poetry. You just say, you figure out what's going to work. And I know I catch myself sometimes. I personally, I'll use my pinky like a lot, right? But then sometimes I won't use my pinky at all for like 2 or 3 raids. I'm like, wait a minute, why did I not use my pinky there? But great job, Don. Outstanding. And if anybody says, I just, play with my thumb and it's basically the same, it's like, no, man, because you've got the ability to grab your pad. You can walk around with your pad. You can boom on the move. You can boom standing upside down, laying in bed, whatever it is that you want to do. So, that's there are limitations there, man, and Don has to overcome them. But he booms at such a high level that just at the fact that he's a really awesome dude, super nice, super funny, super easy to get along with, loves to coach, loves to work with people, loves to learn and teach. Andy's a really high-level boomer. So just on those 2 things alone, I'm like, wow, Don, you're a really awesome dude, and I really like you, and you're a really nice guy, and he is a really nice guy. He did a huge favor for me a couple weeks ago. I won't talk about it too much, but, let's just say go Steelers, and he knows what I'm talking about. And, man, so he's just a really awesome dude, right? But then you find out that he's in a wheelchair, and it's like, what? And he suddenly becomes that, just that much a little bit more interesting, just because, not that changes anything, but because you kind of can't help just be like, whoa, that's, whoo, it'd be like if somebody comes up to you and it's like, yeah, man, I catch flies with chopsticks for a living. You'd be like, wait, what? Oh, flies, chopsticks, really? Wow, you'd be impressed. You'd be like, that's pretty cool. Well, that's Don, but he booms it with his limited mobility issues. So there you go. So that was Don's little video in real life. Let's look at a few of his recent op attacks, good and bad. We'll just go this far back. This far. So Don has 2 accounts on the team that he typically maintains. He does go around and travel from time to time. This was Big Don running Scorcher on sliding block. He was going to do a running left. The goal was to get over here and get all of this stuff, and it didn't quite work out, but it was really good. I mean, it should have worked out, but it didn't. What can you do? That's life. It's just going to happen. Stuff's not always going to work out. But, I mean, he got great damage. Like, great damage. Got tons of damage. Opened this whole side way up. I think, like, one more person was able to go over, finish off the last rocket, take out the rest of those SG shield generators. Oh, I see our love has messaged us. Forever. Yep. See, I'm the luckiest husband. Because I am. Because I love her so much. And we're just going to tell her that you are so beautiful. Because she needs to know that I love her so much. Alright, so that was Don there. Did Don 2 not attack this op? Did I miss Don 2? Maybe I missed Don 2. Did I miss Don 2? Okay. Oh. I guess we won it without Don too, or something like that. Now this was a choke point that we lost yesterday, only because you're so handsome. Oh, she's so sweet. It was a rough one, you know. We're not going to look at the whole thing, but it was a rough one. Let's get this joint fired up. So this is Don running Warriors. The goal is to get to that shock blaster. You know, all in all, it was a good attack. Let's fast forward. It was a good attack. You know, he started it off, which allowed Angie to go in after him. And you know, finish it off with a couple of attacks. He wishes he had got that first shock out a little sooner, but yeah, all the shocks needed to go first. So you know, how do you pull that off? When every shock needs to go out first, you know, you're in rough. This is a rough attack. I'm not going to make Don watch this, but he ran out of GB right about here. You can figure out what happened after that. Okie dokie. So that was that. So that was on our loss yesterday. So now, you know, I'm not saying that was the reason we lost. It was a rough operation. We all made some mistakes. A lot of us had some really rotten runs. So this was Don on Armadillo. The strategy was to remove the shock launchers via team artillery, but Don really believed that he was going to be able to get all four, and he almost did. And had he managed to get all four, he would have even looked like that much more of a hero. But 3 out of 4, that's pretty damn good. Thank you so much for that, Don. And then Don ran another attack a little bit later. Where are you at, Don? Don? Did I pass Don? Come on, Don. You're in here. You are in there. Okay, there's Don, too. And Don and I kind of worked together on this one because there was a rocket here, which I sent none defense around right here to take care of. And then Don's going to go around here, and he's going to take care of this one. And then that's going to open up the position and pound at 6 o'clock. You know? So, there you go. That's what's going to happen. Now he's going to take care of that once he gets in position. There you go. And if memory serves, it was 3 more attacks. One was kind of not a spoon, call it a fork, because it got forked. But, you know, but it was like 3 attacks, and we won. But either way, so this video was all about Don. I just really wanted to talk about Don. Don's an awesome guy. And this Cully person, he's popping up in chat, and he said, I read Supercell are thinking about introducing barbed wire and high-end ops to stop Zuka attacks. And I said, interesting. He said, not concrete yet. And I said, fascinating. And he says, I read it on the forums. And I didn't reply to that. But when I said interesting, what I was really saying is interesting that this strange, mysterious person is speaking in chat. And then fascinating that it's not concrete, because that's what I said. And I'm really concerned. There's a lot going on in real life right now between the leadership meeting that we had the other day that we're going to be announcing the details of. Hopefully in this next day or two, we're going to really sort that out. I'm working on some stuff. The people who need to know will know at the appropriate time, and then everyone else will know shortly thereafter. And then that's going on in real life, and in Boom Beach real life. And then of course, you know, the ongoing investigation of who in the hell is this Cully person. You know, like, I mean, I've done like a lot of research on the subject. Here, I don't even mind taking a moment and just kind of take you through it. Okay, let's just go ahead and pull that up. Hopefully I wasn't looking at porno on this thing last. I mean, because I might have. You know, you really don't know. So we're going to Cully. See, Cully Supply has specialized in commercial plumbing parts since 1987. 1987? That's like almost 20 years. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's like more than that. 30 years. 30 years! Almost 30 years, Cully. 30 years he's been providing specialized commercial plumbing parts. Huh, you know? And then, of course, just going over to the images, you know, you got this guy, which might be him. Let's pull you up. Like, I don't know. It might be, though. It makes sense to me that this guy could be the owner of the Cully International Plumbing partnership. Now I know it says right here I can follow this guy on Twitter, but it doesn't matter because this is just a front operation anyway, and it's a phony Twitter. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. And of course, see, there's Cully back when he was, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know what this picture is representation of. I feel like maybe, just maybe, this is like, there's got to be a deeper underlying meaning of what's going on here. And he's always trying to stick his pipe places. Wherever he can, he'll say, here, let me stick my pipe right here. Cully. See? Keep calm and love Cully. Really? Really? Is that what you're going to make me do? Anyway, okay. So we're going to continue to investigate that. Just remember, just pay attention, question everything, look under the details, look behind the lines, not between the lines, look behind the lines. There's something big there. It's huge. We're going to get to the bottom of it. But that's enough for this video. Friends, as always, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us, be goofy with us, make fun of us. Please give Don a little salute next time you bump into him in chat, just to say, hey, good job, you're awesome. And, you know, Cully, you know, worry about Cully. I don't want it. Here's what I need everybody to do. I want everyone to pretend in chat that we're not suspicious of Cully. Okay, I just want y'all to just pretend that, hey, it's a normal day. You're just a normal guy playing a normal Boom Beach kind of game with a bunch of normal people. We're going to play that game. You know, we're going to play that game. But we deep down, we know there's more going on. We're going to continue to investigate. So, all right. As always, friends, please remember that we are still unboomable. And as always, please be safe. Thank you.